Yeah. Uh-huh. Man, listen.
When I had on, you looked at my sweats.
Yeah.
You like, I don't want my shit tight like that because I had them on. You said it. You just remember I had them on. I had it on. You look, you was like, you did that. You was like, them a little too tight. Fuck that.
Yo, it should act, look at the sleeve, boy. The sleeve look like, boy, look at this, boy. It ain't.
That
This
remind me.
this is supposed to be elastic. It ain't even supposed to be tight. Look at the boy. That boy loose right there.
Alright, remember the show though?
That shit loose to the motherfucker.
When you bought the wet jeans, but you just try them on. That nigga like, God damn, man.
Alright.
He didn't try them on till we got to the state we was in. That nigga said,
I just need you to watch the camera.
God damn, man. Fuck.
All right, y'all. 3, 2, 1. Man, listen. Y'all know what the fuck going on. And today I got a crazy surprise. I didn't even know. I mean, for one, I didn't even know Yuck was gonna really be tapping in. You didn't. Shout out to Kokane for the motherfucking alley-oop off the glass.
Yeah!
And then shout out to this nigga Yukmouth for catching the alley-oop. And then shout out for Yukmouth for throwing another alley-oop to this nigga Kuzzo for me. And then, you know, he brought this nigga Kuzzo Fly. So we got Yukmouth and Kuzzo Fly on the show today.
Yeah, man. You know, shout out Kokane, man. The original uncut. You know what I mean?
Peruvian flake.
Kokane, he got his name came when Coke was really not stepped on. So they let you know. Yeah, they let you know he's A1.
Okay.
And then as he always say, he the most featured artist
In the world.
Ever.
So
Yeah, me and him got some dope shit on my me and Pete Rock album. He just threw me a nice hook, man. That motherfucker out of this world, man. So
I seen that.
when me and this nigga, when we get together, boy, our chemistry be ill, nigga. Like from the so ignorant days to
how long have you known this nigga?
Okay, since the 90s, man. Since like 95.
You guys grew up around each other or no?
Hell no. No.
I know he's from Pomona. Where you grew
Yeah, I
up
met
at?
him. Nah, hell no. I'm from Oakland.
Yeah,
So I
you
met
was
him in LA when I moved to LA and we started doing music with the Loonies and shit. But I admired him from way back in the day with the when he was down with Ruthless Records with NWA and them. You know what I mean? Straight up. You know what I mean? So when he had his solo shit
So
going
you was
down
fucking with him back then?
as a fan. You know
Just
what
a
I mean?
fan, not
Yeah,
even
right.
And
doing
then when
music.
we was able to do our shit, when I was able to do my music, I'm like, I want him. You know what I mean? To sing on my shit. I want Nate Dogg. I want Corrupt
What's
to
the
rap
first?
on my shit. So I had him, Corrupt, and Nate Dogg on the same song called So Ignorant on Thugged Out the Appalachian.
I haven't heard that song.
Oh, yeah,
I'm mad right now. Like I feel like
See, right now you gotta
Nate
stop and
Dogg
pause.
killed
Go look at the song right now. This is what we take a quick 2
yeah,
seconds.
that's when I put that in there.
You added it in there.
That's
so.
Yeah, man. Doodle up. Every time I smoke, I smoke and don't smoke. Yeah, Nate Dogg.
I'm mad that I never
Every
heard that
time
before
I
the song.
drink.
How old is you, man?
I'm 32.
Man, you ain't that goddamn old slash young. So you kind of should. You should.
I
know
should know it. No, I know I should know. That's why I'm mad at myself right now.
Nigga,
Like,
you
damn, I ain't
just
heard
say,
it.
bro, I really wasn't tapped in with Yuck when I was around that
Somebody
era.
had it back
You
then.
know what I mean?
I've heard, but the thing is, I don't know what album was that on yet.
The Thugged Out the Appalachian, nigga, the double one, the double CD. You done played that? You never had the double CD, bro?
Red and the
But,
blue.
man,
Man, you know I'm about to stop this motherfucking interview.
Walk out.
How the fuck you gonna do an interview if you ain't hear nothing? If you ain't.
Look, my
I
neighbor.
just don't know that song. I'm not gonna lie and say I just
Have you
never knew the
ever
music
heard
song.
any song off the double disc?
Yes, but I didn't know, bro. I didn't know
What up, boss?
that song was on there.
Man, this
So-
nigga tried to do an interview and did not know the songs on the double disc.
I didn't know
Man,
that song, nigga. That's legendary. You said Kokane and Nate. I just never heard
And
that song.
Corrupt.
And Corrupt.
And
That's
Corrupt.
like that's a crazy record. And that's
That's
early in your career.
That's my
That's
first
like-
album,
that's the
bro.
first-
That's my first solo album, Thugged Out the Appalachian.
That's
Rap
like,
About.
that's it.
You know what I mean?
Run
So-
behind the camera like, man, I know all this shit. I should be doing a motherfucking interview.
You niggas, hey, look, man, listen. We're not finna do it like that.
I ain't gonna do you.
Come on, Special, get in here.
We rock it.
Nigga, let's do it.
Yeah, we rock it.
Yeah, my co-host
Shout out
is
to
walking the
Cocaine, though.
motherfucking
Shout out to
building.
Cocaine, more of the story.
Yeah, so
You know what I mean? Long story short.
we keep it working.
All right, so yeah, when did you start?
Hold on,
like-
so bro gotta sit down too, man. We gotta scoot it in then. Scoot
Well,
it
nah,
in.
you got a whole seat. Look, you can scoot over.
Oh, all right.
You got a whole seat.
Okay.
I just in the corner.
Scoot it in, like
Keep it serious, dog. and shit.
What's that, my nigga?
No, yeah, it's good. Don't do it like that. You gotta use the plate.
It's cool now, though.
Real quick.
Anyway, back to
So
the
everybody popped up but the cameraman.
shit. I don't know what he's doing, man.
That nigga is tardy
The
to the party.
cameraman is ill.
He
That
said he
nigga,
was in traffic, but
that
we gonna
nigga's
see.
making a porn
Hold
with
on,
the
hold
car,
on.
boy. He's using
Nah,
the camera.
KG.
The boy was in the middle and he had to clean. He was doing a porn. He had to clean the camera off. I'm not saying he ain't official. I'm just saying the nigga was doing something.
Though.
Yeah, that nigga off. That nigga was. That nigga was.
When it rained in the Northwest, motherfuckers.
Nah, that nigga was at home like this. Yeah, bending over.
Clock is off,
Right
man.
there.
Nigga
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
it
that's
off.
how I
Scope on something.
bend it over.
You
Bend it
said you had to
over.
get that.
He was like this,
That
bend it
nigga
over,
long
baby.
minutes on his
He
watch.
was like, bend it over, baby.
Hey, look, let's get back to the shit, man.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, bro. That's what he's doing.
He
He's
didn't like
shooting
it.
porn.
What's the first?
He
What's
like
the
the shit on the
first?
cameraman.
Nah, not even that. I just can't like.
We like playing jokes, my
It's
nigga.
good. I ain't mad
That's
at
what
it.
I'm talking about.
You niggas
No
already.
disrespect, my nigga. We
gotta
gonna make it fun, my
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
Yeah. You
So-
like, damn, the nigga ain't gonna film with me ever again. Fuck with that nigga. I get it. You like, man, storm my nigga out, bro. I get
But
it.
he
bro.
really was shooting porn. Damn.
This is jokes, my nigga.
Let's get it.
All right, so nah, I just want to know just when you started actually like before you just when you actually first time you got in the studio.
When you started listening to my music, when the first time you ever bought an album, man.
Some people look, but some people got music. Some people got music that nobody ever heard. You feel
Nah,
me?
man. Me and first song together we did was in junior high school, man. It was some
So you was rapping before, okay?
junior high school in the 8th grade, man. The first time we was in the studio, had our own little shit. You know, my first Sony type of shit. People in our crew was making our beats. Shout out to Keon Choi. Kevin Choi. Shout out to Keon. And they had a little setup in their crib. You know, we all live by the lake. So we go to homeboy shit. And they be making the beats and they put a mic out and we record our shit. So our first shit was ABC, like the Michael Jackson shit, ABC, but I forgot the song, but we was rapping like a motherfucker. We thought we was gonna be another Bad Creation. You know what I mean? That's when the little niggas was making money. The little niggas was making the money.
Or
You had
Star
another
Ricky.
Bad-
Hey, this nigga said you was late because you was shooting the porn.
The bass so big. Do we clarify what part of the
You said you was
bass
late
is?
because you almost had to shoot.
See, son,
Nah,
going on.
Oh, good. What's up with nigga?
Oh, here.
Well, okay.
That shit was up with
Yep, hell yeah.
Y'all good.
Oh, we just going in on you too. He was hella mad though.
Go
He
to
was
my
like,
car,
"Don't you
it's in
start
the-
my
it's in
nigga
the
out."
back.
What you doing with that camera, cut?
They still ain't came ready.
It's the
Got them
memory
motherfuckers
card is
saying, I'm
in
like,
that
where
red
you
thing.
at,
You'll see it.
Jack?
Where your joint?
Yep.
Probably in the back.
Yeah, we back to the shit.
But yeah, man, that was the first time we was in the studio. Yeah, I mean, period. Because that was the first group we had.
What was that group called?
BWP, Brothers with Potential. That was Numbskull group, and they put me in the group. You know what I mean? Shit, 8th grade, man. 8th grade shenanigans. Little-
Wasn't you the youngest?
we was all the same age. You know what I mean? Period. But they already had the group before I came. I just got transferred to that school. So they already had the
You
group
was just
going
a
and
nigga
shit.
rapping. They say, oh, we gotta get this nigga over here rapping.
Nah, I was the nigga with the money, man. I was the
Eighth
money
grade?
man. Yeah, I was the money man. I brought niggas to the block, man. So they like, yeah, put them in the rap group too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
was you already rapping though before like you was the money man, but was you rapping though then?
I was bullshit rapping. You know, I knew how to rhyme words. I wasn't dope with it. You know what I mean? Not hella dope.
Who was the man around that time? Like that you looked up to?
None was the nigga. None was the dopest. None was slaying niggas. Everybody in our school. He was the dopest nigga. He was called the skinny one back then.
That's what his rap name was?
The skinny one. SKINNY. He was to spell his shit. I'm SKINNY. So the nigga.
I was when it was cool to spell your name in a record.
Right.
You
The
know what I
nigga.
mean?
Nah, it was filthy, especially.
That's how I started off.
Bro, that's the Sama Nama days when they had Supersonic. Sama Nama, yeah, when everybody was spelling shit.
Yeah, you got to.
I'm SKINNY. So yeah, now I'm the skinny one, my
But they say the
nigga.
letters with the to the.
Yeah,
It's
A
the
to
one
the O to the 2 and the E to the I.
So
Yeah, that was the shit, man. So yeah, None was the dopest nigga, man. So when I went to jail, you know, you can't hustle and not go to jail. So once I went to jail and did a year, that's when I really started rapping. You know what I mean? Really focused. You know what I mean?
This is 8th grade?
Nah, this is the 12th grade. So you know, years passed. I'm giving you the short story, not the whole shit. So years passed. You niggas in the street hustling and shit. You know what I mean? What happened?
It's shaking.
It's good on those parts. I got shit for that.
Okay.
I do videos and shit.
I didn't know.
Well, yeah, long story short, from 8th grade, we go to when I'm in the 12th grade, locked up for a year. There was hella niggas rapping in camp, you know what I mean, juvenile camp, you know what I mean, and that gave me the urge to really want to take it serious, because it was one nigga, I was down with JT the Bigger Figure and them. JT had his shit been popping, he had San Quinn, all them niggas popping before I ever thought about rapping. He had a nigga named Demo. Yeah, I mean, Demo was at the camp. He was locked up with us.
Seth the gangster.
Right, Seth, all them niggas, but only Demo was locked up, and he had weekends. Camp, you get to go home in the weekend and come back and do your time during the week. So he had weekends, you know what I mean? So he'd go back, you know what I mean? Come back with new shit, you know what I mean? Busting raps and shit. So it made me wonder. I'm like, shit, I used to rap in the 8th grade. I could do what he doing. I wasn't the dopest nigga, but I could do what this nigga doing. You know what I mean? I could at least do what he's doing, right? So I start writing, and I end up like in the inspiration out of this world because, you know, I'm around them and them, the bar niggas. So I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about all these rap niggas in this camp that rap. I gotta bar them out. So I started just, you know, thinking about some more other shit. You know what I mean? Like we was thinking in junior high school, because in junior high school we was doing the metaphors and shit, the punchlines. Nobody was doing them. You know what I mean? Back then, because it came out with the punchlines and shit. You had the rock cams, you had the motherfucking the Cool G raps, you know what I mean? You had the Big Daddy Kane. All them niggas coming with punchlines.
That's what, you know, on the West Coast, they don't expect it, and you've always had that.
But we got it from East Coast
That's
shit.
where you got it from.
Being East Coast fans, you know what I mean? We was fans of East Coast shit. And they was the first, you know what I mean, that had the bars and the punchlines and shit. So around the 90s, you know, it, gangster rap, full gangster rap, storytelling. Nobody was, you know what I mean, doing punchlines and shit. Straight bar for bar, like storytelling, you know what I mean, gangster shit. So I was like, man, you know, I'm gonna do the punchline, but still tell my story, my gangster story, because I got a story to tell too. I'm from these streets also, you know what I mean? So that's what really.
What part of the Bay you from?
I'm from Oakland, East Oakland, the Ville. So when gangster rap came out, it made me free, you know what I mean? Because you could talk your shit about how you living. You know what I mean? Back in the day when we did that little ABC shit, we just rippity rhyming. If I was to talk about my life back then in the 8th grade and it was cool and I could have did it, what? It wasn't cool to do that. It was all positive. It was all, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was a message. It was all Afrocentric. Everybody had African beads and shit on, African medallions and shit on, X-Clan, Public Enemy. It was positive. You know,
so during that era while you was rapping like that, the energy was positive.
Right, you couldn't come talking this shit, but then the 90s came and you could talk that shit.
But so look, so you was already prepared for that because you was doing it already.
I was already doing this. So I could talk about my life, and I could use these tricky bars that I was doing in the 8th grade that these niggas ain't doing now. So that's how it happened, bro. Period. And when I made my shit, my rhymes, I made the Ice Cream Man the first one. Ice Cream Man, the first song I made in camp. That became an instant hit. You know what I mean? Made the Loonies name, the whole concept of the group. And then I called Numb when I got out of jail because that was the dopest rapper I knew. You know what I mean?
Still,
in junior high school, still
I
at that time, right? So I called him. I'm like, yo, I got the idea. I got the Looney Tunes. I'm Yukmouth. You're gonna be Numbskull. I even named him Numbskull. I had his name. He was still the skinny one. So I had his name. You know what I mean? I'm Yukmouth. You Numbskull. Told him the whole concept or whatever. He was down with the shit. You know what I mean? So that's how I came back. For him put me in his group. Now I got an opportunity to put you in my group. You get it? So yeah, that's how it started.
So you started that whole Looney shit?
Yeah. It started
what led up to that hit, that 5 on the hit? Because I was like,
back to
the
Numb.
best smoking time song of all time.
Back to Numb. Numb came up with the whole idea. You know what I mean? Just to rap about what it takes to get weed. Because everybody was already talking about just being high. Like, I'm high.
Rapping about being high in school and shit.
Everybody was just talking about getting high. But they didn't talk about what it took to get high. So Numb was like, yo, let's make a song called I Got 5 on it about us going to get a sack of weed. You know what I mean? Nobody did it like that. So he started, you know, freestyling. I got 5 on it. I got 5. What you got, nigga? And I came back with them. I think I got $2 in my sock, nigga. We kept it going. Kept freestyling back to back. And that became the first verse, which was on the 5 on the reprise version that's on the end of the album, on the end of the first album. We hear the original version, but the one you hear on the radio, we had to redo it and shorten it up, radio version. You know what I mean? But yeah, Numb came up with the idea. I came up with the idea to use the sample. Tone Capone, CNH came up with the idea to use Tone Capone. Tone Capone came up with the idea to use Mike Marshall. You know what I mean?
And not to go too off topic.
So yeah, it was a combination of everybody.
How does that work with that shit being played on one of the? It was like a new movie. Us. I hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? They gotta break you off or something, right?
Oh, definitely, man. Shout out to us.
We'll leave it like that.
That's the greatest weed song of all time. Like, niggas, everybody knows that.
Shout out to us. Shout out to us. You know what I mean? Shout out to the niggas who made the song, man. Shout out Mike Marshall. Shout out Tone Capone. Shout out Numb.
Who made that beat?
Tone
Capone
Capone.
made the beat?
Tone Capone. Shout out him because I think if anybody else would have did it, it wouldn't have worked. He made the beat. He remade that beat better than anybody. That's why they sample his version. You know what I mean? So every time they do a 5 on the remake, they take our version.
Niggas
Not
gotta
the
add
12
on.
Nouveau. They take our version, our drums, everything, the bass drum, the snare, everything. Cause Tone did it so dope, man. So shout out to Tone Capone.
Nobody can ever redo it.
No,
Like, he
I was
did,
gonna
hell
say,
no.
niggas. So
Yeah.
niggas do remixes to that
Everybody
song.
did.
And my thing is like certain songs you shouldn't touch.
You shouldn't touch.
It's like almost I put that song and I don't even want to mention it together because they're not the same type of songs. But I put that song and Will Smith's "Summertime" in the same category.
No,
Certain
I
songs
can see why you
niggas
say
just
that.
gotta leave it
It's a
alone.
classic,
Like nigga,
yeah,
that
it's
song is a
classic.
classic. Like your version's not gonna be better.
Right.
Just leave it alone. Even if you think it might be, because every version I've heard, it was okay.
wasn't
But
it.
it's like nigga,
It never lived up
it
to
ain't
that first one.
Yeah, nobody has just.
The only one that lived up to the first one was a remix of 5 on it.
Yeah,
That motherfucker was the only
because
one
it was
that outdid
official.
it.
That was
Because
my
it was
mentor
official
right there.
though.
Right, that's the
Now-
only one that outdid the original version. But other than that,
Yeah.
that's the only one that outdid it was a remix.
But you
I
gotta
gotta get
still,
those
but
names,
people
yo,
still
so-
want to hear that original version. Period.
Right,
Even
right,
though the
definitely.
remix is there, like, trust me, niggas
No, they
is
play
going
the,
to
they
that
play the
original,
original
to see it.
version more than anything on the radio and everything. But
That's
that
it.
remix is the only
Yeah,
thing that
yeah.
can come to remaking it just as dope. You know what I mean? Period.
So to switch to Kuzzo because he's here, I want to just focus.
Oh,
on
nah, man.
Yeah, definitely,
No,
man. Get
because
his
I
name.
want to talk to you too, though.
Yeah,
There's
get-
questions.
Yeah, get his
There's
in right
questions,
quick.
bro.
because
You
he gotta
here?
get up
I
outta
can't
here.
act like you ain't here. And
I
you got
do want
music
to touch on
playing.
it because I know you don't. You got a podcast for yourself.
Who?
No, Yuck got a podcast.
Yeah, he got a
Yeah,
podcast too.
yeah,
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 both
yeah,
of
you got
us.
one
Both
too?
of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Talk to
keeping
Kuzzo
up with
Fly.
the
What's your
Jones.
shit called?
Yeah, keeping up with the Jones.
Okay.
I mean, it's keeping up Wild Jones. That's the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need. So you've been doing music since when?
Shit, says nigga, I got out when I was like 20 years old.
You just started.
Just start rocking because I'm like, nigga, I don't fuck with jail. I don't go to
You
jail.
like, I ain't going to
nigga.
jail no more.
Niggas told on the nigga, so I'm like, if that's what the game about, if I can't get out here and just get money, niggas gonna be telling us that easy to get a nigga off the street, then I gotta know how to do something. So I was already fucking with a little bit, but I was already a fan of this nigga before I started rocking with him for years. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what got a nigga rocking. Like,
So before you even really started fucking with Yuck, you was just it's almost the Kokane story backwards.
same shit. Like, but I wasn't even in no music shit. Nigga was just on some street shit.
You knew him
Like,
already, or you didn't know?
Nope, I hadn't even met him yet. Like, nigga, Operation Stackola got stuck in my deck. Nigga, I had a 74 Malibu with a pull-out deck. And I put that CD in there and it never came out. And
Got stuck in there?
Got stuck on my mama. Swear to God. On
Never
life,
seen
it
the
was
links
stuck.
to this
I
motherfucker.
was
They
nigga,
robbing
having
niggas.
shootouts,
Down
robbing
here,
niggas.
though.
Yeah, I was
You was in
running
Seattle.
around. I was in Seattle.
Oh, you
Robbing
were
the
around
shit out of niggas in Seattle with that shit stuck in the
Running around with that shit stuck in the deck, nigga.
Laying niggas down.
Going
Give it up.
crazy shit. Like, that shit just was like, that was like the soundtrack to my life for like a whole summer.
What was you driving?
74 Malibu.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Laying niggas down. Making niggas kiss the concrete.
Niggas, I was on like
Hey,
nigga,
slide
15,
niggas on their wallet, man. Make
15,
them kiss the
16,
concrete,
Oh, so
man.
you was a young nigga.
Yeah, little nigga.
This
So,
nigga was
wow.
out
Like,
here
with
at
this-
15, 16.
But that's why niggas fuck
No,
with
but
me because
you
it's
was
like
with Bo.
with
When you
Bo,
was
Bo was
Bo
out
was
here.
the first one to
When
link up
Sebo
with
was out here, I linked up with Sebo. He was out here. Sebo and Roop Dogg was out here, and I linked up with them, and I just stayed out here. So I always was around the music shit and fucking with niggas.
But you
and
wasn't
like,
in it yet.
nah, but I was always there.
You was
like
just-
I was a roadie. Like when Bo and Master P and the West Coast Bad Boys went on tour, me and Lil Al, rest in peace, Sebo little brother, we was on stage drinking and acting like we rapping behind Bo and P, like nigga, like little
What's your
niggas.
connection
though.
to Sebo?
That's what I met him out here when we was looking for some weed by what's that, Seward Park? It's called Seward Park, nigga. We was Big
You
Ike
met him in Washington.
in Washington.
Big
I met Big Ike was
Big Ike from
yeah, Big Ike from Seattle. They own houses and shit over there by Seward Park.
Okay.
My mama kicked me and my brother out, niggas. We was riding around looking for some weed, and we pulled up, and it was Roop Dogg and Sebo and all these niggas on the side street. The nigga Roop hopped in the car, took us to get some weed. He was like, we pulled up, he like, where y'all from? We like from Richmond. The other nigga wouldn't sell us no weed. That nigga say, I hop in the car and take y'all to get some weed. We get in the car, we riding. He like, my name Roop Dogg. We like, nigga, you ain't no fucking Roop Dogg. Because we listened to Marvelous album.
Yeah.
Roop on Marvelous album. The nigga rapped this verse and shit. Turned out it was really him. So the nigga like, where y'all going? I'm like, nigga, I don't know. My mama kicked us out. He like, nigga, you can stay with us. My mama ain't kicked us out. Kicked me and my brother out. Swear to God.
Oh, your mom said,
know
My
that.
mama kicked us out. My mama
Hey, not like that, bro. Why your mom kick y'all out?
Cause we had guns and dope in our house. And my
She wasn't with it.
right-handed guy, my stepdaddy was on yams.
This in Richmond?
No, this
It's
here.
in Washington.
Nigga, I'm from Richmond when we lived up here though. We moved up here in the high school and shit.
Stepdad yamming it out.
Stepdad and goddamn lived with
Yeah,
us.
man.
Look, when I went back to Richmond High, El Cerrito High, I was back and forth. Look, stepdad on yams. We gave him some yams. He asked for some more yams. We tell him no, leave.
He gonna snitch on
He
you.
gonna snitch. He searched our room, nigga, and snitched on us. Nigga, we came back. My mama sitting at the table. We like, what? She like, sit down. She like, y'all got guns and dope in our house. We don't never lie to our mama.
Young niggas.
We look right. We look right at my mama in her face and say, we ain't got no guns and dope in your house. This nigga lying.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Man, listen. Yeah. Man, listen. 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 Man, listen.